Hello guys, I bet you weren't expecting this, it's my voice. Okay, so you already read the title, you know what we're doing. So I'm just gonna head on straight into what I think about like this first picture that I did. So I I I had to do them. I mean, it's Undertale. It's what I can't not do the most famous human characters. So I thought it'd be appropriate to make them both goat children because technically I think it fit because, you know, they're both connected to the Dreamer family, and if you squint in it both ways, they were both children of the Dreamer family, so I think it's appropriate. I also made them twins in this scenario. Frisk, I actually had a lot of fun with Frisk's bullet patterns. So one of the most famous parts of the game is that as you can flirt with literally any breathing thing, and so you're gonna see this a little later, but I put little heart boxes in the little hearts in as like items, and instead of like hurting you, it gives you +1 because I thought because it's a compliment, and I don't think they're that they don't mean harm. I made Kara a lot more defensive. I would say that she's probably, if the two of them got into trouble, she's probably the one that would have to scrape them out of it. And of course, Frisk would be the one that gets them in trouble to begin with. I gave her the necklace because sorry, you can't, and I added chocolate because that's one of the more famous parts about her. I decided not to do full rendered out pictures for this challenge because I ended up doing 4, though you only see 3 because the 4th one of the ones was terrible. But I ended up doing it took a lot of time, and I didn't want to render out everything because this is just for my YouTube channel. And if you guys like this, I may or may not make a part 2. And who knows? It'll be fun. This was a really fun challenge for me. It's because I've always wanted to do the making the Undertale characters into humans, but ever since I saw one person do it, I knew that I'd never be able to do anything but copy them. That other thing back there was a failure. And the background that I chose with these guys is what ended up being the eventual background for all of them. Okay, so Chell, she was fun. Let me all just say, there's a lot of furry-esque things. I'm not a furry, but one of the things that I definitely wanted to do with Chell was that I wanted to mimic the landfall boots and her athletic personality, so I kind of mix-matched her with a gazelle, which made a whole, interesting minotaur, I'm not sure if that's the right word, centaur feel for it, because I don't know, I thought it'd be cool. And yeah. Sorry, I'm not the best. Another thing I wanted to do was mix in technology. I didn't want her to be holding the handgun, so the portal gun, so I literally made it a part of her body. You can't probably see this right now. It's going crazy fast. Sorry about that. But I kind of made her look more technological and not as, polished or shined up, or she just doesn't, she's like, it's like a half and half of it's familiar but not. I don't know. Of course, I wanted to make a reference to the oh so infamous, or I guess more iconic, weighted storage cube, and you'll see that later. Gave her kind of a cool effect. I want to talk about it when we can actually see it. I wasn't sure what to do with her face, and then I just realized that I should probably cover it up, because, I mean, I don't know, I kind of see this as like a sort of a cyborg thing, and if you saw that earlier, I kind of wanted to add like some lore into a little bit of it, like how I did with the twins. For this one, I figured she could be from the lab, and we don't know what happened, or how that happened, but yeah. Oh, crap, I didn't get to talk about her powers. Oh, crap. As you can tell, I'm not used to voiceover. I'll mention them a little later. So this one, I definitely copied Roxy, because Roxy was my main inspiration for this whole thing. And as you can tell, I had a bit of trouble with this pose, but, you know, this was... I'm just gonna say this right now. You knew he was gonna be on here. You've been on my channel long enough. You know who I'm drawing right now. I had a really hard time with his color palette. And his pose. His pose took the longest of all of them, which was surprising because I thought Chill's pose was pretty hard. It took the longest to get right. I also didn't want to copy Roxy too much, because I literally just copied her. I wanted to make it my own thing, if that makes sense, and as you can see, it's on the wrong side, but you know what? I don't care. I'm not very happy with the attacks that I put in there. I feel like I could have done a lot better, and man, oh man, was I tempted to do the tails, but I seriously can't copy Roxy anymore, because that would be a crime. I had a lot of fun. So, like I was saying, I wanted to mix in just a little bit of like a lore with every kind of character. So I thought he could live in Waterfall, because I think that would be more appropriate. And he's kind of he wears big oversized things because he wants to be like an adult, so Undyne will notice him and let him into the guard. I made him kind of want that. I don't know, because it fits to me, I think. As you could tell, the color palette was hard for a bit, because I wanted to mimic the four-tailed cloak with the hands, but I wasn't sure. I'm not sure if I was able to do that. I actually wasn't able to, but I don't have too much as lore for him. I actually had more lore for Chell, who I'm gonna talk about a little bit later when we get back to the full finished picture, because I forgot to talk about it. As you can tell, this is not professional at all. Thank you for joining me on this nightmare of a trip. But yeah, I'm kind of really disappointed in his attacks. I mean, the wind one seems it seems okay. And I added some blue color because I think it needs a bit of contrast and makes it look better. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. The other leg was definitely not the best in my... I admit that. That part went on too long. So, here are the full finished pictures. Chell, I was gonna have her teleporting powers, like it moves and goes places and stuff. I know that's really weird, but I also added the blue effect because, you know, creepy, mysterious stuff, because, yeah. Sorry for being so cryptic and dumb, but don't leave the video, because there's something after this. Hey guys, don't click away from this video. This is really, 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 really important. It pertains to the whole world. So, as some of you may know, the thing that must not be named has been spreading all across the world and has infected a lot of people and has disrupted our lives, and it's continuing to grow. What some of you may not know is that I am religious, and I belong to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Saturday and Sunday were a special thing that we call General Conference, where our prophet and many of the apostles and people who run our church give talks and talk about things. And one of the things that happened in this general conference, because there was a lot of things, our prophet, President Nelson, loves to surprise people with new changes. And that's good. It's really good. But one of the things that was announced was that on Good Friday, which is April 10th, we are having a worldwide fast, which means skipping 2 meals of a day or going a 24-hour period to help with the ceasing of the coronavirus. Oh, crap, I said it. Of the coronavirus. And it's... Now, he's invited all the people, every single person who wants to help. So it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Jewish, I said that in the wrong order. It doesn't matter what faith you are. We want you to join us in helping with fasting. Even if you don't believe in fasting, if you're atheist, everything counts. And if you can't fast, then pray. Pray as hard as you can. Because in times like these, we can only hope for a miracle. I please love you to join me as I fast on Good Friday. Every single soul counts.